Yeah, so it turns out I was right. So this is a little update. Yesterday in my live stream, I talked about how I'd seen a news story show up on Facebook from, I think it might have been Expressen, Swedish news media company, like a short, and it was the news girl who said a Swedish man had been arrested in Thailand for killing a British man with a single karate chop to the head. And that's, I just saw that, okay? And later on I talked about this on my YouTube channel. I said that's kind of a strange news story. And I talked about how typically if you're punching somebody, if you're hitting somebody to the head, if you want to hit them to the head, you cause more damage by punching with the knuckles to the side of the cranium than doing a karate chop, kind of like this. So a lot of times karate chops, what people mean by karate chop is like a knife hand when you're hitting like this, okay? Knife, you hurt people more generally by punching the knuckles to the side of the head than hitting like this, impacting like this. So I thought, well, I could see how a karate chop, maybe they were imprecise in the news story. It said karate chop to the head. Now I could see how a karate chop to the neck could be fatal, like the throat. Like if you hit somebody like this in the throat, it could be fatal. And yeah, that's what I was talking about. Basically, the news story was Swedish man killed a karate chop to the head, huvud at the head. And I went, that sounds strange, okay? And I said, on my YouTube version yesterday, I could see how you could kill somebody possibly with a karate chop to the neck, like the throat. And now I open up Facebook again, and there was a British news media company that posted on this, and sure enough, it had been a karate chop, quote unquote, to the neck. So, yeah, karate chop to the neck. And a lot of times if people die in street fights, it's from being punched out, knocked out, or knocked down. Like somebody gets punched in the jaw, they go out, punched in the head, they go out, and they fall and hit the head on the concrete or the sidewalk. That's a common way that people, statistic, like if somebody dies in a street fight, that's one of the most common ways that people die. They get hit, knocked out, and they fall down and hit their head. So I would say that's more common than somebody dying from the actual punch. Maybe somebody get punched so hard that they die from the punch, they're dead before they hit the ground. Well, then most of the time somebody dies from being punched, is from being punched and then getting knocked out or dropped, like the legs give out, and they fall and hit the head, fall back and hit the back of the head on the concrete. So once again, avoid street fights if possible, because this risk involve injury, legal consequences. You might end up dying or killing somebody, so avoid fights.